flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, honorable city council members, to our mayor, to our treasurer, to our city attorney, administrative staff here in the council chambers, to our audience here in the council chambers, and those viewing live via our broadcast channel and YouTube Live. Welcome to the City of Romulus City Council regular meeting. Today is Monday, June 6, 2022. Members of the public wishing to participate in this meeting may do so under the public comment portion of the agenda. Please fill out a request to speak public comment card located on the table in the back of the chambers and hand it to me, the deputy clerk. Additionally, members of the public who are viewing tonight's meeting via our broadcast channel or YouTube Live can submit their comments to publiccomment@romulusgov.com. And at this time, we'll have roll call. Councilwoman Abdo.
Here.
Councilman Barty has indicated he will not be present due to an emergency. Councilwoman Roscoe.
Here.
Councilwoman Talley.
Here.
Councilman Wadsworth.
Here.
Councilwoman Webb did indicate she will not be present at tonight's meeting. And Councilwoman Williams.
Here.
Madam Chair, there is a quorum for tonight's meeting. Tonight's regular meeting agenda is as follows. Number one, roll call. Number one, agenda. Number two, minutes. Number three, petitioner. Number four, chairperson's report. 5, mayor's report. 6, clerk's report. 7, treasurer's report. 8, public comment. 9, unfinished business. 10, new business. 11, communication. And 12 is adjournment, and a motion will be in order to accept tonight's meeting agenda as presented.
So moved to accept the agenda as presented.
Support.
Roll call vote, Councilwoman Talley,
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Wadsworth,
Yes.
Councilwoman Roscoe,
Yes.
chair vote yes.
Thank you, City Council. Agenda item 2A for approval are the minutes from the regular meeting held on Monday, May 23rd, 2022 at 7:30 p.m.
Madam Chairman, I will move that we approve the minutes from the regular council meeting held Monday, May 23rd at 7:30.
Support.
Roll call vote, Councilman Wadsworth,
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley,
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Roscoe,
Abstain.
chair vote yes.
Thank you, City Council. Agenda item 2B for approval are the minutes from the special meeting study session held on Monday, May 23rd, 2022 at 6:45 p.m. to discuss the Brownfield Plan proposal.
Madam Chairman, I will move that we approve the minutes of the special meeting which was held on Monday, May 23rd for the Brownfield Plan proposal.
Support.
Roll call vote, Councilman Wadsworth,
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley,
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Roscoe,
Yes.
chair vote yes.
Thank you, City Council. We have 3 petitioners for tonight's agenda. The first petitioner is from Present Church. Their petition is for approval of a prayer walk on June 11, 2022. Do we have anyone from Present Church? Sir, if you could step up to the podium.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Pastor James. I'm from President's Church. I'm along with Pastor Emeritus Howard, and we're right over there at President's Church on Ecorse Road. And this Saturday, June 11th at noon, we're gathering together with some of our church members and other church members as well from other churches, and we're gathering and doing a prayer walk, if you approve, of course. But we're going to go and walk along around our city and stop at certain places and just pray over our city. We want to show number one, we want to show our city that we love our city and that we want to see nothing but the blessings of the Lord upon our city and upon everybody who lives in and around our city. And so we just felt that we should do a prayer walk just to pray the blessings upon the city, upon the police, the firemen, and of course all the beautiful people represented today. And so we're going to go do that if everything's okay. We won't, it'll probably be around 50 give or take people that will be walking around with us. We promise we won't block no traffic, and we won't harass nobody or anything like that. We just want to just show everyone that we love them and that we want the blessings of the Lord on the city. So we, Lord willing, we'd love to do that this Saturday, June 11th at noon.
Did we take a vote now? Did I make a motion?
Yeah,
Okay. Through the chair?
go ahead.
Okay. I would like to make that motion to, for the approval of the prayer walk on June 11th with Presence Church at noon, and I have discussion.
Support it.
So discussion?
Oh, okay. So, question.
Yes,
Do y'all have a flyer about this event?
we do on our Facebook page.
Oh, on your Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay, it was something I would love to present to the minister. Like, hey, Pastor Howard. I would love to send that out to our ministerial
Okay,
lines. I think
absolutely.
some people would be very interested in it. A couple of years ago, you guys did this walk before, if I remember.
Yes, we did.
Y'all looked great. You
Oh,
looked
good.
awesome. And I had to work that day, so I couldn't come. I was just over here in the parking lot for a little while, and I saw y'all, and y'all looked really great. So I'm excited. I have to work this Saturday, but just praying for you guys, because I'm super excited about the
Thank
prayer
you.
walk. So, yes, thank you.
And anybody's welcome to join. We
Awesome.
welcome anybody who is willing to.
Thanks, Chairwoman.
Any further discussion?
Yes. For the listening audience out here, can you tell us what time you're starting and where you're starting from? So tell them.
We plan on meeting right here at the parking lot here, and this is just a good location for everyone to meet, and we'll start here. And we plan on starting at noon,
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
Saturday.
Any further discussion? I would just like to say, this is what, the second, third year?
This is our second.
Second
Unfortunately,
year.
due to COVID, we couldn't do the other ones, but we felt comfortable this year with going ahead and doing it again.
Nice.
Thank you so much for even considering on praying for our city. And may
Absolutely.
the Lord bless every last one that's walking and bless our city. Thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely. We'll make sure to do that.
Roll call vote. Councilwoman Tally?
Yes.
Bill.
Hill?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wasco?
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo?
Yes.
Chair votes yes.
Ah,
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless.
Our next petitioner for tonight's meeting is former Romulus resident Emily Lukowitz on a presentation that she has on capitalizing on an opportunity for via Detroit Metro Airport's placement in the city. Is Emily Lukowitz present? And if you could step up to the podium.
I'm assuming this is how I go to the next slide.
Absolutely.
Greetings, council and listeners. My name is Emily Susan Lukowitz. I'm originally from Romulus, and I just moved back. So I am sort of learning, kind of by example, how council proceedings go about. So I just have a couple facts to read to everybody, and that's all for today. Developing the great city of Romulus, Michigan.
Okay.
Facts about the Detroit Metropolitan Airport. DTW annually serves approximately 32 million passengers, including 3.1 million business and pleasure travelers who stay in Michigan, thus benefiting the state of Michigan's economy. Visitors to metropolitan Detroit annually spend about $1.7 billion after arriving through DTW, which has a total economic impact on the area of $3.2 billion. Visitors to Michigan annually spend about $2.7 billion after utilizing DTW as their gateway to Michigan. This has a $4.9 billion impact on the state's economy. Air transportation creates an economic impact that exceeds $5 billion for Michigan. With $1.7 billion in earnings, that supports more than 35,000 jobs. For the 10-county area around metropolitan Detroit, there is a total economic impact of more than $8 billion. This supports more than 72,000 jobs and earnings to these workers and Michigan business owners of more than $2.6 billion. Let's capitalize on our airport's success in one way or another. Romulus should be a city that provides fun and entertainment to the guests who fly into our airport and also our residents. What do we have to offer them? These are some of my suggestions. I know they would not bring in the revenue that many people would think would be important here, but money is not really something that I find important when thinking of residents in leisure time. A Royal Botanical Garden. There will also be a giant Sequoia Memorial Site. A flight observation park. The area just north of the airport is ideal for this. A new City Hall building. This will also double as a Romulus Welcome Center. And these are just ideas. I haven't had a chance to create a proper plan, and I talked to some of the other city officials. We don't have a designer here or an architect to help with these plans. So there's really no chance for approval. This is, like I said, just a learning experience for myself. There's no doubt in my mind that the guests from the airport and hotels surrounding this area will provide the revenue needed to allow these places to stay operational. Also, our residents here will be able to enjoy their leisure time in a newly developed space. Funding. I have a theory as to how these plans, if approved, will be funded. Romulus creates a large sum of monetary value for our federal government. When I said Romulus, I intended just the airport, and I now was informed that that is a separate entity. It is not included in our government necessarily. If we should ask them to help us create a better space for our residents and guests to enjoy, why would they deny us that? I believe this to be how all of this should work. Our city, our residents, and our government all collaborating to make our city even greater for ourselves and for future generations to enjoy. In conclusion, I have chosen to bring these ideas to you, the City Council, in hopes that you too will see that our city is in need of a big change. If you have any questions or comments about my presentation today, email is the best way to contact me, or you can always ask me now. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you. Anyone have anything to say? You know, I just would like to speak on, as I went through your presentation, and you mentioned about the gateway. I'm not for sure when the city logo or when the city name changed from Gateway to the World, but we definitely need to look into that and maybe consider going back to what the city was actually, you know, first named the Gateway to the World. So I thought that was a very good idea and suggestion that you presented to us in your plan.
I was just informed that today by another council member. I didn't have any prior knowledge that our city was named that previously.
Wow.
That's really interesting.
You're to be young and to bring it to the council, a plan that you designed and came up yourself, even though, you know, it's just a start. Thank you so much. I'm sure you can talk with the mayor and they'll work through some things with you to see if we can get some of those things done. Thank you. Anyone else? No?
Through the chair. Just a couple, thank you for bringing the presentation. Like I said, I know, talking to the mayor myself, I know a lot of things, he has a lot of great ideas, a lot of implementation, I'm sure. As Councilwoman Williams said, you know, you sit with him, talk with the mayor, you guys, you know, be some good dialogue and discussion. A lot of things you have presented, I know the mayor has already done a lot of due diligence, so I think that would be a great discussion for you guys to have. So you can kind of hear where he's at, he can hear, you know, where we kind of see where you at, and just kind of move forward from there. So thank you for presenting that, though. Thank you.
Last thing before I take a seat. These facts are from 2014, but they were the most updated ones that I could find.
Got it.
Thank you all again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Lukowitz. The last petitioner under tonight's agenda It's in regards to Romulus Trade Center, North Point Preliminary Condominium Plan. Here on behalf of North Point Development is Jim Kratz and David Weinbretz.
Good evening, Mayor, council members, and staff, and residents. Thanks for having us again here tonight. We are here tonight to ask you for approval of our condominium plat, which would be hopefully one of the last steps we need in order to start construction on our site. And just to real quick run by where we're here at tonight is, well, we're working on buildings 1, 2, and 3, and then also the Royal Farms on the corner. The condominium will cover the entire property. That will all be included, but we're only proceeding right now on the first 4 buildings. We could talk about a lot of the details of the plat itself and all the easements that we're going to have on it, but really we're asking for your approval. We've worked with staff to get to this place, and I think we're in agreement with everything staff wanted, and just asking for approval of the plan tonight. You can answer any questions you may have.
Mr. Williams?
Go ahead.
If I could, since I last talked to you fellas, have you had any permanent occupancy in any of these other buildings behind Royal Farms yet that you can talk about?
Not yet, no. We've had a couple inquiries about a couple parcels that we've put some site plans together, but nothing beyond that so far.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Any other discussion?
There's no other questions. I'll make a motion. It was recommended by the Planning Commission for this to go in front of the City Council to make a motion to concur with the recommendations of the Planning Commission based on their findings and approve the preliminary condominium plan for an 8-unit industrial/commercial condominium as follows. To approve and the condominium plan number is SPR-2022-003 for the Romulus Trade Center for North Point Development.
Support.
Roll call vote for the Romulus Trade Center, North Point preliminary condominium plan. Councilwoman Rasper?
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley?
Yes.
Councilman Wadsworth?
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo?
No.
And chair votes no. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are at number 4, and that will be the chairperson's report.
Earlier this evening, we had our early closed session, attorney's opinion, and also at 6:45, we had a study session for the quarterly investments. And that's my report.
Madam Chair, I would like to make a motion for recommendation for our following students at the class of 2022 that have graduated from Romulus High School. And for our valedictorian, our salutatorian, and our class council. But I'll read the names. I like, we'll make one motion, but I would like individual resolutions made for the following. For our valedictorian, Elon Burton. For our salutatorian, Jalen Nunn. And for our class council, Audrey Littrell. And I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your names exactly correctly. Jamara West, Jalen Lowe, Ava Martin, Zakila Rivers, and the class representatives is Gerald Wells and Elon Burton. And I'd like someone to second that motion and.
Support.
Yes, I'd like to run the vote for the resolution for the class of 2022 a resolution. Councilwoman Roswell?
Yes.
Councilman Wadsworth?
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. That concludes, well, is there any more discussion under the chair's report?
Yeah, if it's possible, if I
Yes.
could. Yeah, a quick thing, if I could, and Mr. Barton wasn't going to be here, so thanks for allowing me to do that. I just want to do a quick blurb. We had Hometown Heroes Award. First, I want to say God is so good at being God. Y'all feel me? But anyway, I want to say that because we had an awesome Hometown Heroes. It was a partnership with the City of Romulus along with Unity Ambassadors Building Bridges. And it worked, the city is such a great partner to partner with on events. And I just want to, just a couple of highlights from the event. And I just want to talk about the awardees, the people that won and got the presentations on that day. Frank Escobedo, he was our Outstanding Superhero Business Sector Award. Becky Montroy was our Outstanding Superhero Educator Award winner. David Paskowski was our Outstanding Superhero Veteran Award winner. David Jones was our Superhero Good Neighbor Award in the adult category. Charles Stanhouse was our Superhero Good Neighbor Award for the senior category. And Rosalie Berlin was our Superhero Outstanding Public Service Award winner. I want to say congratulations to all our winners of Hometown Heroes 2022. And I just want to mention some honorable mentions, people who were honorably mentioned, who were nominated and didn't quite take the prize. But for the Outstanding Public Service nominees, we had Jeff Lowry and Tracy Malloy. For the good, and I'm sorry, one more, we had Paul England as well on the Outstanding Public Service nominees. We had Good Neighbor nominees, Barbara Stannis, Margaret Stanhouse, Kevin Tracy, and Tracy Malloy. Outstanding Educator nominees for the educator was Bill Garland. Again, I want to thank the mayor. I want to thank Julie Waitoko. Thank you for all your support. Other people that I saw, I know there probably was a lot more people that I didn't see, but Mike Laskaska, very huge support. Roger Cadu, awesome support. Vanessa Tolliver, awesome. And Maria Lambert, just tremendous support. And like I said, there's probably a lot more, but these are the ones I could see from my view as far as really supporting this event. It was awesome. Thank you, Mr. Wadsworth, for attending, Ms. Abdo for your volunteer, and for those who couldn't attend, we got next year. So I want to thank everybody. Our Deputy Chief Shelby was there representing well, thank you. Our Chief Kraus was there, thank you. Chief Fanas was there. Pastor Bowen was our MC. He's a part of Unity Ambassadors Building Bridges. Pastor Zakim is also part of Unity Ambassadors Building Bridges. Eva Webb, our councilwoman, is also part of Unity Ambassador Building Bridges. Edna Talon Jemison is also a member. Danielle Funderburg is also a member, and yours truly. So thank you, City of Romulus, for all that you did in helping support that event. It was an outstanding event. I'm still getting calls about it to this day. And just thank everybody for coming together and supporting unity for our city. Thank you. Thank you, Councilwoman.
Wow. That concludes my report.
Madam Chair, I'll make a motion to accept your report.
Support.
Roll call vote to support the mayor's report. I'm sorry, the chair's report. Councilwoman Roscoe?
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley?
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo?
Yes.
Councilman Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Number 5 is the mayor's report.
Thank you, City Council, Madam Treasurer, Deputy Clerk, listening audience. A couple items today before I get to the action items on my report. Just first one, congratulations to all of our Romulus Eagles who graduated. Great ceremony on Saturday. Nice to see in attendance. It took me back to way back to 1986, so it was good to see all those kids accomplishing that goal in their life and moving on to the next adventure. And I'd also like to just report back a little bit on an impromptu meeting we had with the Chief of Police and Principal Seth Petty over at the high school. We thought with the times and the things going on in our country right now, it would be of value to go over there, meet with faculty and staff, meet with some of the students at our high school, talk about some security issues. Chief Fanas is going to have a whole different look at security and keep those buildings secure and have some vital tips for the administration over there, and he also went over to the junior high as well. So we just want to make sure the students know that we're working with them, we're here for them, try to keep them safe. Also the administration, we want to keep them in our thoughts as well. So just one more step, just talking about one community and making sure that we're out there taking a look at them, keeping them safe. So that being said, I would like you to direct your attention to the screen and see the face of the mayor's office, Vanessa Tolliver, for an upcoming events video. Oh, no audio.
held June 7th, beginning at 5 p.m. in the Romulus High School auditorium. Cost to attend is $20 and will benefit Romulus summer programming. A recording of the address will be aired on our cable channel and YouTube page in upcoming days. On Thursday, June the 9th, the Veterans Monument Committee is holding a public meeting to discuss the restoration of the Veterans Memorial Monument. Join us in the City Council chambers at 6 p.m. to learn about the plans for the memorial, express comments, and even ask questions. Sounds in Downtown begins for the season this Friday. The band Detour will take the stage at 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. On Saturday, June the 11th, St. John's Lodge number 44 will be taking on the City of Romulus employees in a softball game at St. John Lodge Park at 12 p.m. A fish fry will coincide with the game to help fund the Lodge's annual Youth Day event. Join us for a Flag Day celebration at the Romulus Historical Park on Tuesday, June 14th at 11 a.m. And thanks, everyone. And remember to like and share us on Facebook and YouTube, or visit our website for more information. Have a great night.
Thank you, Vanessa. On to my action items for tonight's report. First one is the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development 2022 Animal Welfare Grant Award. And I would ask that council concur with the administration and authorize the mayor and clerk to enter into the attached intergovernmental agreement with the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development for the 2022 Animal Welfare Fund grant partial awarded funds in the amount of $6,468. Funds are intended to be used for spaying and neutering.
Madam Chairman, I will move that we approve the Michigan Department of Agricultural and Rural Development of the 2022 Animal Welfare Grant Award. And I have a question.
Support.
Yes. So I run the roll call vote for the mayors.
Madam Chairman, I've got something.
The discussion.
I have a question. And I guess it should go to the deputy chief over there. Could you explain how this is going to be spent? Are we going to, if a person gets an animal out of the shelter, that they go get it sprayed and come back and we'll pay the bill? Is that the way it's going to work there?
Okay, good evening. Thanks, Councilman, Mayor, City Council. So actually this is kind of a spinoff of the first grant that we applied for and the mayor approved and council approved to help train some of our animal control officers and also to help with some education in the community. So this came about as a spinoff of that. So how this program will work is that we get a lot of pets coming in, whether they're strays, we get owner surrenders. So the idea is before we put them back out for adoption, we have teamed up with a local veterinarian to help us spay and neuter the animals as they come in, so that when someone wants to adopt, the animal's already.
Oh, very good. I think it's an excellent idea because there's definitely too many unwanted dogs and cats in this world. Thank you.
Through the chair, quick question, Deputy Chief. I see the ones it looks like we applied the grant for the spray and neuter surgical program and training for authorized personnel. Was there other ones on here that we could have possibly applied for? Because I'm looking at like care and protection for the shelter house animals. Is that something that we could apply for, or we just chose those two?
Yeah, well, this one was we were kind of chosen as a shelter because the state, we worked so good with the state and they identified our shelter as being a possible good suitor for the spay and neuter program.
Gotcha.
But to your point, yes, there's a lot of different options out there that the state have for applying for grants. And we'll apply for all of them that we can. So
these were the best two?
These were, we thought, based on our population, our animals, how we could best serve our community and help to, control the pet population.
Gotcha.
So that's why we chose that.
Okay, thank you.
Ready? You do the roll call vote for the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development 2022 Animal Welfare Grant Award. Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley?
Yeah, Roscoe.
Roscoe, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Councilwoman Roscoe?
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley?
Yes.
Chair votes yes.
Thank you. Next item I have for action, sole source brick station upgrade. And I would ask that council concur with the administration and authorize a sole source purchase of the brick station fire station alerting platform in the amount of $64,335.
Through the chair, I'd like to make that motion to concur with the administration and authorize the sole source purchase of the Brick Station Fire Station alerting platform in the amount of $64,335.
Support.
Any discussion? No discussion?
Support.
Roll up. So this will be to roll call for the sole source, what is that, fire station upgrade? Who made that motion?
I did.
Councilwoman Talley?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wadsworth?
I supported it. Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Roscoe?
Yes.
Chair vote yes.
Thank you. The next item we have, General and Special Appropriations Act and tax levy authorization, revision to Section 39, reduction of the levy. I would ask that council concur with the administration and adopt a resolution amending Section 39 of Public Act 359, millage to .04258 of the General and Special Appropriations Act, and tax special levy authorization to the City of Romulus and 34th District Court fiscal year 2022 and 2023 as submitted.
Through the chair, I'd like to make that motion to concur with the administration and adopt a resolution amending Section 39, PA 359 millage from 0.0464 to 0.04258 of the General and Special Appropriations Act and tax levy authorization for the City of Romulus and 34th District Court fiscal year 2022 through 2023 as submitted by Mayor McCray.
Support.
Any discussion? I have a question to the mayor. That tax levy, is that the millage or for the publication? Is that what that's for?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's actually being decreased.
Right.
So it's not new, but it's something, and we're asking, so the residents understand, we're not just voting on a millage for them. It's something that we already have for publication, and you're asking us to decrease it.
Yes. Yep.
Not often. Thank you. Roll call vote. Councilwoman Talley?
Yes.
Councilwoman Roscoe?
Yes.
Councilman Wadsworth?
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo?
Yes.
Chair vote yes.
Thank you. And that will conclude my report for this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We're at number 6, the clerk's report. There are 2 action items under the clerk's report. Action item 6A, for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 21/22-13 in the amount of $34,093.67 to recognize fire grant donations and corresponding expenses related to grant revenue. This budget amendment was introduced at the May 23rd, 2022 regular meeting.
Madam Chair, I'll make that motion for second reading and final adoption of Budget Amendment 21/22-13.
Support.
Yes, so we'll run the vote for the second reading and final adoption of the budget amendment 21/22-13. Councilwoman Wadsworth?
Yes.
Councilwoman Roscoe?
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo?
Yes.
Councilman Wadsworth?
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley?
Yes.
And chair votes yes.
Thank you, City Council. The last action item is for approval of the 2022 honorary street sign dedication applications. At the March 22nd, 2021 regular meeting, council approved the honorary street sign dedication policy resolution number 21-087. Within the 2022 application period, the clerk's office received 3 applications which have been successfully vetted through various city departments. For your review and approval are the 2022 honorary street sign dedications for the 3 applicants that is listed in your memo.
Support? Motion?
Madam Chair, I'll make that motion for approval of the 2022 honorary street sign dedication applications for Ida Watson, Selena White, and Alan Webb.
Support.
Any discussion?
Just one question. We don't have any dates for these presentations yet?
No, that will be coordinated with the Department of Public Works.
Okay.
And once we do get that date, council will be notified.
Okay, thank you.
And I would just like to confirm with the mayor, those signs that are up now, they will be taken down and given to the families?
Yeah, once they're taken down, they'll be stored at the DPW, then if family requests those, we'll go through this. I'm sure there might be some situations where multiple family members want the sign, so it'll be another thing that we gotta sort through. Great program, great intended, but we'll sort through, and do the best we can with it.
Okay, thank you.
Through the chair. In the instance they take the signs down, wouldn't it be logical that the person who nominated that person for the sign, that's what it said, in they pick them up? That's what it said in something that we got.
Yeah, if that's the way it's set up, then by all means, we'll
It
follow
would
that
make
ordinance.
sense and get into a difference. Okay.
Roll call vote for approval of the 2022 honorary sign, street sign dedication application awardees.
Yes.
Councilwoman Roscoe?
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley?
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo?
Yes.
Councilman Wadsworth?
Yes.
Chair votes yes.
Thank you, City Council. Before I end the clerk's report, just a few announcements. The clerk's office mailed out AV ballot applications to the registered voters on our permanent absent voter list on May 26th. Our residents should have received that. If they haven't received that, we're asking for them to contact our office. Our phone number is 734-942-7540. There are multiple ways for the residents to submit those AV ballot applications. They can mail them back. Postage have been prepaid. They can drop them off in our drop box, which is in front of the City Hall, or in the vestibule of the City Hall, and there's an additional drop box within the clerk's office. Additionally, if residents do receive any third-party correspondence regarding voter registration, petitions, or any other election-related material, the clerk's office is asking them to please contact our office. There's a lot of unethical things that are happening, and we want the residents to be fully informed of what's going on. Once again, our phone number is 734-942-7540, or they can send us an email at clerk@romulusgov.com. And that will conclude the clerk's report. Number 7 is the treasurer's report.
Good evening, thank you. I have one item to share with you. The 2022 summer tax bills, our office is working on them now. They expect them in your mailboxes July 1st, which is a Friday. If for some reason you do not receive one, you can always call the treasurer's office at 734-955-4510. And that's everything under my report. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Treasurer. Number 8 is public comment. This is the portion of the agenda for those in the audience who would like to address City Council. The rules to address City Council can be found on the back of the meeting agenda. If you would like to address City Council, please raise your hand, and after being acknowledged by the chairperson, approach the podium and state your name. Please note, members of the public who submitted a public comment card will be called upon first. You will have 3 minutes to speak. Any additional time will be upon the consent of the chairperson. As a reminder, members of the public viewing tonight's meeting via our broadcast channel or YouTube Live can submit their public comment at publiccomment@romulusgov.com before the end of the public comment period. Madam Chair, we did receive one public comment card, and this is from John Conyers.
Good evening, everyone. Madam
evening.
Chair and Council. Thank you all for having me here today. I just came to say hello. I am running for United States Congress in Michigan's 13th Congressional District. So I just wanted to come say hello and greet the residents of Romulus. My family has very strong ties here. My Uncle Brooker was a longtime resident of Romulus, and much of my family still lives here. So hopefully, I will be representing you. This district, flooding is something that happens across from Grosse Pointe on down here. We need to bring infrastructure, money back to the state for infrastructure so that I-94 is not shut down and other major thoroughfares. So I'm not going to campaign, just want to say hello, and I will see you all this summer and throughout the campaign.
Thank
Have a good
you.
evening.
Madam Chair, we have not received any email public comments. Is there anyone from the audience who would like to address City Council at this moment?
We can close that out.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Number 10 is new business. Number 9 is unfinished business. I apologize. Number 10 is new business. Number 11 is communication.
Through the chair? Thank you. First, piggybacking off Councilwoman Roscoe, and shout out to our school graduates. Just amazing. Thank you for that, doing that resolution and council supporting. I was able to attend the prom toast last week, and it was very nice, just very well put together. It seemed a little light. I was only there for about an hour 15, but it just seemed like it was light unless it picked up after I left. But what I noticed while I was there was just the huge vendor support that was out there for them kids and the youth. So I thought that was amazing. The vendor support was just incredible. And just what we need to do to be out here supporting our kids and our youth. We did have a power outage that day, so that could have been contributed to the lightness of the attendees, but it was a great event. It was beautiful, and like I said, the vendor support was amazing. So just want to shout out to all the vendors that were there supporting our kids. It was a very nice event. And shout out to our principal, Seth Petty, over there at the high school as well. The other thing I want to say, we had a Memorial Day celebration at the VFW. I want to thank the VFW for the ceremony that they had on Monday, honoring our vets. It was very nice, very intimate, and very, very nice. So just a great shout out to our VFW and honoring our heroes. And then the last thing I want to touch on is, I don't know if everybody knows, we should know, maybe you have heard or haven't heard, but we were featured on Channel 4, right? Pamela Osborne. Our city of Romulus was featured, we was an interview done but with our mayor for the city of Romulus, and it was beautiful. They highlighted our downtown area, the Artesian Brew Pub, the upscale warehouse, and what was so cool about, not only did they interview and they ran the interview, it was a great interview, our mayor, you did an awesome job. But now them clips from that interview are running as commercials on Channel 4. I see them like every day, and they've got the Romulus, the clips from the interview our mayor did, and our businesses, Upscale Warehouse, Artesian, are noted in these clips that Channel 4 is promoting for Channel 4, but they're using our city in their clips for their promotion. And I just think that's totally amazing. So I just want to shout out, Mayor, y'all did a great job. Pamela Osborne from Channel 4, taking the time out to highlight our city. That's just huge and awesome to me, and highlighting our business. I think it was a few more businesses, but those are only two I can think of right off, was Upscale and Artesian. And then I actually had a chance to go, Upscale Warehouse does a beautiful, awesome brunch on Sunday. I was able to go this past Sunday. A couple of my friends, one from the D and one from Dearborn, came out, and we went to the Upscale Warehouse, had a magnificent time. The food was just to die for, and just supporting our Romulus businesses. So we just got to keep them in mind. They did an amazing job, and my friends was just totally impressed with the Upscale Warehouse. So, and they were like, when we going back for jazz night? So just, if you can get by there, check them out, our Artesian, the Brew Pub downtown. And as we're working, Mayor, great job with what you're doing in promoting our city. And, even what you did on Mackinac, I know you shared some things about Mackinac. Thank you for all that you're doing and moving our city forward, because guess what, y'all? We're moving forward. Thank you, Chair.
You're welcome. And I would just like to add to Councilwoman Talley's comment about the prom toast. What a lot of the younger generation is doing is send-offs at home. So that caused the prom toast to be a little light. Okay. But I'm telling you, all over the city, all throughout the city, families was doing send-offs at their homes, and it's just something new that the newer generation is doing. But they did rush up to walk the red carpet. But it was really, really appreciative to see all those vendors out supporting our class of 2022.
Amen.
And also, as always, Forgotten Harvest will be at the high school tomorrow. All you need is your name and your address, and we'll load your car up. And my husband, since this is going to be his last day, he's quitting on me. So he stopped and went and got bread. And, I mean, he filled his truck up with bread and all kind of pastries. So please come out and get it so he don't be disappointed. Thank you.
If there's no further communications, we're at number 12, adjournment, and the time is 8:15.
So moved.
Support.
Who made the motion?
Ms. Wadsworth.
Motion for adjournment, Mr. Wadsworth?
Yes.
Councilwoman Abdo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Roscoe?
Yes.
Councilwoman Talley?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Meeting's adjourned.